Greetings! Welcome to the Tarot Card of the Now. It's a one card general tarot reading. It's just a message for whenever you see it. It's for anybody drawn to this video. So it's a reading that I put out there for you to receive when you need it. Okay, enough with that. Onto the deck. I am using the Sacred Bridges deck. I've used it in these videos before. So let's get on to picking a card and see what our message is for the now, or for this day if you follow along daily. Okay, let's see what it is. And we have, let the camera adjust. Oh, it's the Fool. I couldn't see it because of the light, right? You probably couldn't either. There we go. In this deck, the Fool, he's kind of like like the Monopoly man. That's what he reminds me of, is the Monopoly guy. I think he has a name, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. I guess because the top hat, he has a bag of money. This Fool is one, that he bleeds the world dry. He's someone who is all about the profit, doesn't care about the world as in the environment, as in other people. He is just very narrow-sighted. What's going to be profitable, that's what he represents. Something that's really coming out to me in this card is this little puppy dog. Let's see if I can get it to show on camera. He's way back here because in the Rider White, which this is based off of, there's a dog on the Fool card, and he is represented way back there. And I just see him as, right now, innocence. A lot of people see him as different things. What he's coming out as is this innocence that's way back in the clouds. Like, he's that little bitty voice. It's like your little child. I just, like, what pops into my head, I don't know if you've seen this movie, but it's an Adam Sandler movie. It's, what is it, Deeds? Where the scene where they're all at this business meeting and he's trying, yeah, it's Deeds. And, he lost all his shares to this empire of this uncle he didn't really know. And it's at this, towards the end where they're at the meeting, so they're just going to sell off the company, cause a lot of people to lose their jobs. And it's really a bad situation. It's the situation with this guy. He is, they're selling it off to gain a profit, but in the end cause a lot of destruction in people's lives, a lot of hurt to a lot of people. They don't care about the consequences to other people and how it's going to hurt the people around them. They're just getting what they can get out of it, getting the profit, not caring about anybody else or anything else. And this little dog here, it makes me think of when he goes up there, he's like, what would the little child version of you do? And they ask, what did you want to be when you grow up? And they all have these different things. There's some kooky ones in there, of course, because it's a comedy. But, somebody stands up like, the young me, the child me would kick my ass right now. And that's what I feel like this puppy dog is right here. He's in the back of our mind. He's that innocent child, that child version of us. And you need to bring him out. You need to let this guy fall off the cliff and pay more attention to that innocence. What is your innocence telling you to do? That is the message right now. Whatever decision you're trying to make or whatever direction you're going right now, you are at a place where you're not sure because you know that there is a possibility of going in a direction that is not good as far as light and love. It's more of a profit, and we're not billionaires. We're not these horrible people who run a lot of the first world, okay? We are not them, so don't be like them. And there might be some decision or direction you're thinking about going, and it might not be good. You need to really think about it, turn it over in your mind, and think about what would the child say to do. Because children are innocent because they don't have these imposed ideals that we get. It's before we're told how things are, how you should be before you're molded into this world. That's innocence. That's, you know, about love. They do things. They're not racist. They're not bigoted until they're taught that, right? And you same thing with career. Like we want to, what you want to be as a kid, you don't end up being that because as a kid you weren't thinking about the money I'm going to make. How am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to do this? I want all this other stuff, this capital gain, because as a kid you don't think about that. That's not something you worry about. You don't pay bills. So you're not worried about how you're going to afford your life you want. So that's the other part of the innocence is it's not about money. And if it's a career decision, you have to take away the money factor and look at it that way too. Is it going to fulfill you, or are you going to be a mindless drone in the end because all you really do is working for those gains? So, message right now, no matter where you're at in life, listen to that inner child that's trying to, it's really small in the back of your head. You need to quiet the rest of yourself and listen to it for a little bit and make sure the little you is not going to want to kick your ass in the future. Okay? Blessed be.